Name is Michael Jones. I started off in 1974, serving 4 years in the Navy. And then I did 6 years in the reserve of the Navy. Loved every minute of it. I heard about the grant on the radio and I applied for it and I jumped at the chance. The symptoms I was feeling before the treatment were tingling in my feet, and that was about it. I almost thought my feet were cold. So I got an extra blanket and it didn't seem to help. It was hard to walk in the morning. And then I went into the VA and they tested to see if the blood flow was okay. The blood flow was fine, and that was about the extent of the treatment that they could do. And then I heard on the radio about the grant and I applied again and was accepted, and I started coming to the hyperbaric chamber treatments. The biggest benefit I've noticed is very, very little tingling left anymore. Almost none. Some mornings there's none. Some there still is a little bit. I still take my medicine prescribed from the VA, and that seems to help. And especially after I get showered and start my day, the blood starts to flow and things start to work real well. I started off at 10 treatments for an hour apiece, and one of the doctors recommended that I try a 2-hour treatment. So I did a 2-hour treatment, and after about two 2-hour treatments, things started to improve immensely. To do the actual treatments was a piece of cake. It really was. You come in and everybody here is so doggone nice. It's incredible. From Shannon at the desk to the techs over there, it's been great. It's been a very great experience for me. No problem at all. I didn't get dizzy. I didn't have any other kind of symptoms. The only thing I can say is I was starving after the 2-hour treatments. I got very hungry, but then I usually would get an apple juice or applesauce from one of the technicians, and then I almost always had lunch because I would do a morning treatment. Well, the favorite part is interacting with all the people here. They're incredibly nice and they're incredibly informative. They explain every step of the way, from getting into the chamber to using the blankets to they always ask you how you're doing. It was easy. That was probably my favorite part. It was real easy. From what I understand, you can apply every year, and this is a new year, 2024 now, and I'm going to try to apply for another grant just to use it, and hopefully the little tiny bit of tingling that I still have left occasionally will disappear. And the other benefits, you sleep like a rock. The day of the treatment, you're pretty tired. I would go home after I grabbed lunch and maybe take a nap, but then go to bed after the news, and you get 8, 9, if you can get that many hours of sleep, solid hours. And since I've retired, I can sleep as much as I want. If you can do it, there's really no reason not to do it. You don't have to be afraid. You don't have to be nervous. I was nervous, obviously, the first time, but since the first time, it's been great.